Okay guys, now so let's have a look on the chest muscle. Uh, Here I added more images for our lecture section, and here as you can see I add some images from Anatomy for Sculptors book, and like this one is more related to the bony landmarks of the skeleton of the torso. Here we have some landmarks like the ASIS, the anterior superior iliac crest that crest no anterior superior iliac spine. Yeah, sorry. So it's this region here, as I said, the costal margin, and the rib cage, the breastbone, which is the sternum, the collarbone, which is the clavicle, the acromion, shoulder blades, right? Everything here that we can use as landmarks, and we can find them on the reference and use them to map the body, so we can be sure where we are working on the surface, right? Here the same for the back of skeleton, but we can check it more when it goes to the back muscles, right? Here also I added some image from of the clavicle section, where it says its shape and some relationship with the the how do they say, how do they call it, the bow, yeah, the bow. I think it's the bow, the Cupid's bow. So it's the format for the clavicle and how it's attached on the shoulder blades, and yeah, the format that we already said. Okay, so now going further to the neck muscles. Oh no, to the chest muscles. For the chest muscles, we actually have just like two great muscles that are the pectoralis major, which comes above everything, and we have the pectoralis minor, which comes under the pectoralis major and between the pectoralis major and the rib cage. The pectoralis minor is not so all visible, just this bulge here in some parts, because on the top of this muscle it comes the pectoralis major, which is this one, very bigger, and its structure of the pectoralis major, it's kind of folding fun, I have some reference here from Procol. It's a really awesome teacher in anatomy for drawing an artist, but it also relates to everything in when it comes to human figure. So it's awesome. I really recommend him. And I separated some shots just to show you guys how do we can understand the structure of pectoralis major. Pectoralis major is mainly structured in three parts. One portion, the first will be like the clavicular portion. It comes its origin from this region right here in the clavicular, and it goes to the humerus into this region, and then we have the sternal portion. It comes all from the sternal bone and also goes to this region on the humerus bone, and we have then the abdominal portion, which goes from the abdominal fascia. I don't remember. It's a fascia, above everything here in the abdominals, and it goes also to the humerus, but more on the top. So because of this, it looks like a folding fan, because the clavicular portion goes to the lowest part, and the abdominal one goes to the let me draw it for you. like here, the clavicular portion goes to the lowest part, and the abdominal portion goes to the highest part of humerus here, and then the sternal portion goes to the to the middle, right? And just like this. Okay. And notice that between the pectoralis major and the beginning of the deltoids, we're gonna have this fossa, which is called the infraclavicular fossa, which is kind of an empty space that we can notice in some reference here. And after we have to make kind of a depression by separating the deltoids that are all this region here from all the pectoralis major, you know. The muscles direction goes like this. Okay, so you're gonna see in those reference this kind of directions for, you know, when it's contracted. So as you can check it here, we have this clavicular portion going there, and under this clavicular portion we're gonna have the let me mark in blue. We're gonna have this external portion going further here, and then in red right now we're gonna have the abdominal part, you know, under everything. You know, here the color goes on the top, but it's like the opposite. Just as if we did like first the abdominal, and then the external, and then the clavicular, and it goes under the deltoids. It goes all the way on the top, right, of everything here. Yeah, so that's it. Let's have a look more on the lectures image so we can check. For the pectoralis minor, I've said that it's just like a bulge here, right? And it goes from this region, which is the coracoid process of the scapula. We didn't did yet the coracoid process on our model. You know, our scapula is still missing. The coracoid process would be kind of, let me check it here because it won't appear in the surface. So, but you know, by looking from the side view like this, we're gonna have a region kind of, if I did something like this, you know, I'm not sure if it would be here or here. I have actually to remember, but it would be kind of, if we make a mask like this and we could extract. Let me show you. Here we are not using Dynamesh. Yeah, we are. So let me just confirm that. Yeah, so let me just show you guys more images about the coracoid process. Yeah, I don't know, just like a kind of a finger, like going out from this internal part of the scapula, and it will be called coracoid process, and it will be actually the origin of some ligaments, and also the long head of the biceps will be closer that. But yeah, for the origin, I do believe it will be just the pectoralis minor. Yeah, the pectoralis minor. And also the coracobrachialis, which is another muscle in the lower part of the arm. The arms here, axil, right, the internal part, but this we can check it better on when we are going to do the arms. All right, but I'm gonna save it here, this image, so we can check it after by doing the arms. All right, so let me show you more pics around here. Yeah, as I said, the pectoralis minor will connect the coracoid process to some of those ribs. I don't remember actually the numbers of these ribs. I do believe are the fourth, third, and second. I'm not sure the first one would be here or here. It will be the first. So it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 rib. I'm not really sure, but some of those ligaments here, and it will be bring the look, here is the coracoid process. It will brings the scapula to the region here of pectoralis minor, right? It will adduct the scapula on the torso. So another things that we can notice here by doing the chest muscle is, you know, this kind of distortion, how the highest part of pectoralis will connect on the lowest part of the humerus, and the opposite, the lower part of pectoralis will connect on the top part of humerus. When we raise up the humerus, like going like this, it was here, right? When we raise up the humerus, it gonna turns and do the opposite, like this part will connect on the lower part. It won't change, it will just, you know, make the torsion. So yeah, it's not so hard to understand this distortion. We can clearly notice right here how the fibers are manageable, like if they are going under the region of the deltoids right here and connecting in the region of humerus bone. All right, and notice the shape of deltoids, not of deltoids, but the pectoralis major. We're gonna have, you know, kind of pentagon shape at first. Look, yeah, let me go over here. So at first we're gonna have kind of a pentagon shape, and after we can understand like this cut right here and some inclined region here in the clavicle, because sometimes the clavicle won't be like in a horizontal way like this. It will be a little bit more inclined like so. And yeah, and another thing that I have to say before we goes to the 3D is concerning to this the clavicle. You guys remember when we are doing the trapezius muscle? This is the trapezius, you know. Here would be the neck, like here, and the same happening all around there. And this is like a view from the top view. This is the pectoralis major, right? And this is the trapezius muscle, and this will be the clavicle that I'm drawing now in blue, right? So once this is the clavicle, notice those shapes that we said about dividing the clavicle in 3 shapes. Yeah. So I have this first region, which is more facing forward, facing front. We have this middle part, which is more in the facing the diagonal angle of the character, and we have this last part right here that is more the facing forward as well, and it's exactly this region that we're gonna have the trapezius muscle connected, right? And as you can notice here, I'm gonna draw in red. For the pectoralis major, it gonna comes from these two parts, right, of the clavicle, by leaving just a little bit for the infraclavicular fossa, that empty space between the pectoralis major and the deltoids that I said. All right, here we have the acromion process, and yeah, no, not in the acromion process, just the acromion, which is that region of scapula, right? Yeah, the acromion process. Yeah, sorry, just forgot. So yeah, let's do the packs on the 3D, and let's have a look on it. Okay, guys, so let me just refine here a little bit more the coracoid process that we did on the scapula. So I'm gonna do update the Dynamesh and do just a little detail like this, right? Just in order to have the muscle right in the right position, and maybe it would be more, it would be closer, you know, to that part and of the acromion process, more on the top right here, I'd guess so. And I'm gonna raise up a little bit more this humerus bone, like, all right. And by starting from the pectoralis minor, I'm gonna make it then like making an abstract view. Let me show you. So I hit extract there, and now, oh no, I just want this one right here, and let's clean the mask. So now I can grab it and show you better how it's gonna be. Okay, just to make you guys understand, so I could push it like here and position it on the other vertebra, like here, the other rib, sorry, not vertebra, and then another time and it will be more like so. Okay, so this is supposed to be the pectoralis minor, origin and insertion. Okay,